Bruh. Oh my goodness. So I knew it was bad. I did not know it was this bad. I really didn't. And what I'm referring to is the state of white men. Listen, don't consider this video an attack. I really don't want y'all to consider that because I want y'all going out and doing some mass, pew-pewing. I don't want y'all to do that. I want y'all to consider this an intervention. Okay, let's say that. It's an intervention because I don't know how we go from we was civilization builders, we was Vikings to this. I don't know how y'all have devolved all the way to this point. This is unfortunate, all right? This is really unfortunate for, the white nationalists and the white supremacists. Having said that, what I'm referring to is this interview. And in this interview, you have this kid, no older than 25, I'm assuming. I mean, given the way some of them age, he could be 16, bruh. He could be 16, and he just looks like he's 25, damn near 36. I don't know, all right?
He's out of line, but he's right.
But he's interviewing these two white girls, right? And he's asking a question like, hey, do y'all think that race mixing should be illegal?
Do you think race mixing should be illegal?
What? Oh, God. Right there, that's strike 1 and 2, fam. What are you doing asking, two girls if race mixing should be illegal, bruh? It's a sunny day outside. There are women outside. And this is what you're doing with your time. And you wonder why birth rates are declining, mental health skyrocketing, extreme use of antidepressants, fentanyl overdoses. The list goes on.
Beta!
This is why, bruh, is that the white youth are spending time doing stuff like this. They spending time talking about race mixing, and watching white nationalist videos online and tweeting about black people instead of, helping your people out. I just don't understand. Nevertheless, he asked the two white girls, hey, do y'all think race mixing should be illegal? And they were like, no, I think you should love whoever you should love. Now, they say something that triggers him. And it seems to be this is a common practice around certain white men. I'm going to be honest with you. Certain, not all, but certain of them. And she says, I love my chocolate. Ooh. No.
Illegal or legal?
Should it be legal or illegal?
Illegal.
Oh, no.
No.
Why not?
I love my chocolate, man.
Because this dude, you could see in his face when she said that, he was like, bro, this dude was internally triggered, okay? Completely just flummoxed, he was baffled, deer in headlights, couldn't believe what she said. We'll get into why I think this is so hilarious. But the fact that he hears this and then immediately tries to attack her, calling her a mud shark. Now, for those of you who don't know, mud shark is a derogatory term for women who primarily, who date black guys. That's what it is. It's the bottom feeder, essentially.
I love my chocolate, man.
Everyone loves who they love. I mean.
So you're a mud shark?
Oh, what?
You're a mud shark?
Well, no BBC equals anger. I told you.
And I find that to be hysterical, right? Their immediate response go-to is, oh, I'm going to try and shame you. And we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that point. But it gets worse. The interview gets worse because he goes on to try and justify this prejudice, this racism by saying, well, kids who are interracial, are showing signs of high retardation, right?
Why should race mixing be legal if the child is more likely to turn out
ironic?
You have two white girls, right? Now, anyone with an IQ above room temperature would be like, that's an interesting stat, right? It's an interesting stat. I've never heard this stat before ever in my life. Where did you come across this? Now, that's exactly what these girls do. She asks, okay, is this a real stat? What's your source? Bruh, the irony of him saying such an ignorant, asinine statement as that, and then when questioned about the source, which, surprise, there is none, he goes on to say, by me looking around.
That's a statistic.
Yes.
From what source?
Me looking around.
What you just said
is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Bro, they start laughing at him, but like, yeah, oh, that's real credible.
Me looking around.
You looking around? Very credible, I do have to say.
Bruh, what is going on with white men, bruh? What is going on with the white youth? What is happening, fam? What happens to y'all going to conventions and Comic Cons and playing video games? What is going on? Bro, what is happening to y'all? Now y'all are upset that women are dating other guys, and this goes to show you what I've said all along. The whole concept of white supremacy is rooted in a very aggressive belief of inferiority.
Well, no BBC equals anger. I told you.
A very deep passion feeling of insecurity. Because you have to understand, think of this white youth. Think of white men like this. What have they tried to do? When it comes to their women, they try to control them. But the only way they know how to control them is through suppression and ridiculing. Beta! Is through shaming. That's why they didn't want them going out into the workforce. Because now once they're out into the workforce, the white man can't say, well, I'm the breadwinner, I make the money, you gotta do what I gotta do. Now they're like, well, I have my own money. Okay, now, so if I want to get with Deshaun, I'm going to get with Deshaun. I want to try some chocolate. Now they have no control over their finances, right? Because now they can't control the women through financial terrorism. Now we got the dating scene. And the whole dating scene was, hey, it's illegal to get with Deshaun. All right, it's illegal. And they made sure to make it illegal, bro. They made sure to make it illegal. They would shame you and do everything. And now that that's gone, right? What do they try to do? They try to stigmatize it. Oh, you're a mud shark, or you're this, or you're that, or once you go black, you're gonna be a single mother and all this. All their fake data, they're just lies and stereotypes. And women are starting to realize, oh, these are lies. Oh, this isn't really going on. Instead of worrying about little Timmy, who's going to grow into, possibly become a drag queen, be trans, mess with a cow, fangle, the dog, they don't have to worry about that. They can now get with peak masculinity. Damn. That's what I'm just saying. This is not me. This is what they're saying. They're saying this through their behavior and their actions. Okay. Because there's never once in my life where I've asked a girl, hey, have you ever been with a white guy? That's never happened, bro. I'm just letting you know that is never a question that has come on the top of my mind. But you see a lot of these insecure white guys who are like, have you ever been with a black guy? Beta! Because they understand they can't compete. And I'm not saying that all white guys are all black guys, but this group of white dudes, they can't compete. They can't compete financially. They can't compete as far as physically. And then they can't compete intellectually. As we can see, we saw all three categories right here. You have a white kid who's overweight, right? Whose hairline is on the bad side of 30 or 20 or whatever it is, right? And then intellectually, he can't compete with the women that he's trying to attain.
He's out of line, but he's right.
So you're telling me that the white women that you're trying to attract have outgrown you in all three areas? And now, instead of actually getting better and improving yourself, you're trying to shame them. You try to shame them when they have a job and now they make more than you. You try to shame them when they get another guy and it's not a white guy. And then you try to shame them when it comes to education. Oh, I don't like smart women. I want my women in the kitchen. Bruh, y'all are embarrassing, fam. Yo, this is like cringe, bruh. You have other races who are looking at y'all just like, what is going on with them, bruh? What is going on with them?
Well, no BBC equals anger. I told you.
But this is what happens when you put your value into like the internet world, bruh. They will be big and bad on the internet. Hey, black this, N-word this, all this. And in the real world, they working at Wendy's in in their mom's basement, blaming, Jewish people for them not being able to find a spouse. And at the end of the day, it's like, yo, little Timmy, it's not Deshaun's fault that you can't find a girl. It's not, Ben Shapiro or the Jewish people's fault that you can't find a girl or you can't find a job. It's your fault, all right? And I find it interesting that all the accusations are nothing more than confessions. They're constantly deflecting blame. They're constantly deflecting responsibility. Hey, it's not my fault. It's the Jews. That's what's happening. Hey, it's not my fault. It's the blacks. That's what's happening. Hey, it's not my fault. And it's like, bro, you gotta hold your own nuts, okay? So to speak, it just is what it is. If this is the future for the white youth, then it's game over for you guys. Beta! I'm gonna be honest with you, it's game over for you guys. And the women have got to find alternative means for reproduction. Damn! I mean, I hate to say it, but every other group of men, Asian, Latino, black, the list go on, Indian, are now viable means of evolution. Because it seems that the white youth are more focused on, I guess, black people? Which is crazy hearing me say this. It's absolutely insane that a group of people would be so overcome with insecurity and obsession of another race that would lead their own race into extinction, that would lead their own race into mental illness, low birth rates, high suicide rates. Like, that's I don't know, that's wicked, that's evil, okay? And as I said, the lineage of evil is causing themselves to go into extinction, which I guess, is a net positive for the world, but bruh, this is a sad way to go out, fam. I'm not gonna lie, this is sad. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. What else? I don't even know what the alternative, perspective of this situation is. I really don't know, honestly, okay? Because if you're a kid, if you 19 to 20, hell, 19 to 30, we can go on, and you're spending your time going out interviewing girls about black people. You're interviewing girls about whether or not they get with non-white men. Bro, it's game over for you. It's wrap it up, fam. Wrap it up. It's game over. Like it's donezo. I don't know what to tell you. That's a sad way to go out. Especially after everything they claim. Oh, we built civilizations. Oh, we built water. We created water. Oh, we created the internet. We could all this stuff that they want to say. And now look at y'all, bro. Hey, I know y'all were Vikings. I get it. Nevertheless, if you happen to disagree, you know where to find me. Thursday through Saturday, there'll be a disagreement day. There'll be a number on screen. You call in and we duke it out. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know what you guys think about this. What is the solution? How do we help these people out? How do we help them out? Because all their pain is going to come to us. That's what y'all have to understand. All their pain is going to come to us. When they're not happy, the world suffers, bro. They'll destroy the stock market. They'll crash the housing. They'll get us into a war, all because they not happy, bro. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Anyways, and subscribe and all that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing.
I love my chocolate, man.